Welcome to our Road to Equality with our Queer Nation. I am Amanda, and we're going to talk about some fun topics today. But before we get a little fun, we're going to talk about a little something serious first. The bullying issue with Obama recently screening the documentary Bully in the White House. I did come across an article that touched on some different kind of bullying, some teachers doing some bullying to their students, and that's not necessarily a good thing, as we all know. When you're in a position of authority, you're supposed to act accordingly, and with great power does come great responsibility. For you comic book buffs, you know where that comes from, Spider-Man. Anyways, so what happened, this father, protecting his autistic son, he placed a microphone on his child and sent him to school to hear the teacher berating the child with the derogatory words of dummy, tard, and whatnot. I mean, I think it's completely aghast and just disgusting that a teacher would behave in this manner, because when you do assume the role of a role model or mentor or guidance counselor or anything of that nature, especially in this era, 2012, like, you know fully well what your position is. Even myself, I've adopted a little bit of a role model position myself, and I've had to curb certain things that I've done in the past. I've recently completed a documentary on human sexuality with Laureate Media Services, which was released to colleges and universities across the nation for students and professors to study my positive coming out story, which features the story of how I was blossomed by my loved ones and supporters, a wide number of different families all over my hometown of San Diego, which it's numbers of people who pushed me onto my path to live my truth. So I think it's a good idea to always love and support the youth and encourage them to grow, as opposed to picking and pecking at them like they're little weeds, because when you do that, you don't really get a good garden. You get a real nasty one that doesn't necessarily flourish. And what we want is our youth to flourish, as they are the future. This is true. We're making paths for them here on this earth to make it a brighter and better place. I know that this has been something that's been said for years, and history repeats itself, but as history repeats itself, it does get better. So hopefully, with this father taking his stance, things do improve, and teachers are recognizing more and more, like, hey, you're being watched. You never know. I mean, we've had nanny cams and things of that nature. Now we have cameras in schools, and I think that's a good thing, and little microphones. So yeah, yay to those technological advancements. And speaking of technological advancements, we're going to talk about this article that I read regarding Apple may be headed for a downfall. Now, this is according to the CEO research of Forrester Company, George Coney. Now, he says that Apple's headed for a downfall because of Steve Jobs, the creative founder behind that conglomerate force, being deceased. Now, I'm not sure what's going to take place with that, but in the next 2 years, when Google comes out with their Google Glasses, Apple's definitely headed for some competition. With the Google Glasses, you get to wear them and look stylish and text your friends, track them, and see what movie's being played all in one time, and get the weather report. And it also prevents you from getting your iPhone stolen. Who out there has had their iPhone stolen? I have. Yes, and I think a lot of my friends have too. We've all been victims of these things. You better get them insured, right? Anyways, back on to the technological advancements. We're going to talk about Coachella. Yes, everybody's talking about Coachella and Tupac's hologram. I think we're going to be seeing more than just the Princess Leia Star Wars hologram. We're going to see maybe holograms of the Wizard of Oz, who may or may not be our president. Just kidding, guys. Boom, boom, boom. Maybe we'll see some clones, too. We can see a clone of me, you, she, he, him. Who knows? Technology is getting far. There's definitely a lot of improvements, a lot of information sharing. You learn things very fast with the flip of a switch, the click of a button to your laptop. So yeah, yay to 2012. Anyways, gang, thanks for joining us this time. We look forward to hearing from you. Any video responses, any questions or comments you may have, all are welcome, and we'll do our best to answer any questions or talk about some things that you may want to hear about. Let us know what's on your mind. In the meantime, if you do have any questions, respond with a video response. Those are always fun. I want to talk to some of you out there in Cyberland. Post your comments below or anything of that nature, and we look forward to hearing from you. In the meantime, be well, be merry, and love. Thanks. Have a good one.